Every morning, billions of hands reach for a cup. Coffee, tea, soda, energy drinks. They are all seeking the same thing, a transformation, a chemical shift that turns exhaustion into energy, a way to push back the fog of sleep and start the day. But what makes this possible? And more importantly, are we using it wrong? The answer is a molecule, remarkably simple, just a few atoms arranged in a specific pattern: carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen. Yet it's the most widely consumed psychoactive drug in human history. 90% of adults use it daily. How did one molecule conquer the entire world? Our story begins in ancient Ethiopia, around the 9th century. In the highlands where the air is thin and the coffee plant grows wild. A goat herder named Kaldi noticed something strange. Something that would change human civilization forever. His goats ate bright red berries from a particular tree, and within minutes they became incredibly energetic, leaping, bleating, full of unusual vigor. They danced and leaped with wild energy, refusing to sleep even as darkness fell over the mountains. Kaldi was amazed. Were these berries magic? He took them to a local monastery, seeking answers from the learned monks. The abbot was skeptical at first, but curiosity got the better of him. He made a drink from the berries and tried it himself. That night, something remarkable happened. He stayed alert through hours of evening prayer. His mind was clear, sharp, focused. Word began to spread through the monasteries. By the 15th century, coffee had crossed the Red Sea and reached the Arabian Peninsula. And that's when everything changed. The world's first coffee houses appeared. In Mecca, in Cairo, in Constantinople. They weren't just places to drink, they were revolutionary. These became centers of culture and intellectual exchange. People from all walks of life gathered to share music, news, philosophy, and ideas. Rich and poor, side by side. Coffee was so powerful, so transformative, that some religious and political leaders tried to ban it. They called it dangerous, a threat to social order. But even the Pope himself tried it, and according to legend, he declared it too delicious to forbid. He blessed it instead. Coffee was here to stay. But what's the secret? After centuries of use, we finally understand. The answer lies in your brain. Your brain produces a molecule called adenosine throughout the day. Every time you think, move, or breathe, you burn energy. And adenosine accumulates as a byproduct. As adenosine builds up hour by hour, it makes you progressively more tired. It's your brain's way of tracking how long you've been awake. Adenosine binds to specific receptors in your brain, slowing down neural activity. The message is clear: time to rest, time to sleep. Now here comes caffeine, and it's a master of molecular disguise. Caffeine looks incredibly similar to adenosine, almost identical in shape, like a key that fits the same lock, so similar that it slides right into those same receptors. But here's the trick. Instead of making you sleepy like adenosine does, caffeine just blocks the receptor. It sits there, preventing adenosine from binding. Your brain thinks there's less adenosine than there actually is. The tiredness signal never arrives. You feel awake, alert, energized. Plus, caffeine triggers the release of dopamine and adrenaline. You don't just feel awake, you feel alive, focused, ready to take on the world. By the 17th century, coffee had reached Europe, and it sparked a revolution of the mind. Coffee houses sprang up in London, Paris, Vienna, and Amsterdam. They became known as penny universities. For just a penny and a cup of coffee, anyone could sit for hours, read newspapers, and debate the ideas of the day. Knowledge was no longer locked behind university walls. Scientists like Isaac Newton discussed gravity and mathematics. Writers crafted essays that would shape the Enlightenment. Merchants negotiated deals that built empires. These coffee houses didn't just serve coffee. They birthed the Enlightenment. They fueled the Age of Reason. Ideas that changed the world were born over cups of coffee. Caffeine didn't just fuel ideas, it fueled labor. It powered the modern world. During the Industrial Revolution, caffeine kept factory workers alert through grueling 12 and 14-hour shifts, in dangerous conditions, operating heavy machinery. Without caffeine, the Industrial Revolution might have looked very different. Caffeine literally powered the engines of the modern world. But there's a catch, a dark side that most people don't understand. Your brain adapts. When caffeine constantly blocks adenosine receptors, your brain responds by creating more receptors, many more. This is tolerance. Now you need more caffeine just to feel normal, not energized, just normal. You're not getting extra energy anymore. You're just fighting withdrawal. You're running to stay in place. Stop drinking coffee suddenly? Withdrawal hits hard and fast. Headaches that pound behind your eyes, crushing fatigue, irritability, difficulty concentrating. Your brain has become dependent on caffeine just to function normally. So how do we use caffeine wisely? Science has answers. First, timing matters more than you think. When you wake up, your body releases cortisol naturally. This is your cortisol awakening response. It peaks about 30 to 60 minutes after waking. If you drink coffee immediately upon waking, you're stacking caffeine on top of cortisol. You waste the caffeine, and you interfere with your natural wake-up process. The optimal strategy? Wait 90 minutes to 2 hours after waking before your first cup. Let your body wake up naturally. Let adenosine levels rise slightly. Then caffeine becomes far more effective. Second, understand caffeine's half-life. It takes 5 to 6 hours for your body to eliminate half the caffeine you consume. That afternoon coffee at 3 p.m? Half of it is still in your system at 9 p.m. Studies show that caffeine consumed even 6 hours before bedtime significantly disrupts sleep. You might fall asleep, but your sleep quality suffers. Less deep sleep, more nighttime awakenings. The rule? No caffeine after 2 p.m. if you want quality sleep. Third, dosage matters. The FDA recommends a maximum of 400 milligrams per day for healthy adults. That's about 4 cups of coffee. Beyond that, you risk anxiety, jitters, and heart palpitations. But here's what most people miss. You can reset your tolerance. Take a 7 to 12 day break from all caffeine. Yes, you'll experience withdrawal, but it's temporary. After the reset, caffeine works like magic again. You can use it strategically. Save it for when you really need it. Important meetings, creative work, long drives. Some people cycle caffeine. They use it 5 days a week and take weekends off. This prevents tolerance from building while still enjoying the benefits. So next time you reach for that cup, remember this. You're not just drinking a beverage. You're participating in a ritual spanning centuries. A ritual that connected Ethiopian monks to Arabian scholars to Enlightenment thinkers. From a dancing goat in the Ethiopian highlands to the skyscrapers and startups of today. Caffeine has been there, quietly working its magic, one receptor at a time. Shaping human history, fueling revolutions, powering progress. But now you know the secret. Use it wisely, time it right, respect its power, and it will serve you well. This is Molecule Stories, where we explore the tiny molecules that shape our world. Which molecule should we explore next? Penicillin, the accidental discovery that saved millions? DNA, the code of life itself? Or morphine, the ancient painkiller that became a modern crisis? Comment below and let us know. Until next time, drink wisely.